So this week I haven't done a whole lot. We raced last Saturday, Ironman 70.3 New Zealand, my first Ironman 70.3. Yeah, that was good. That was great. That was good fun. Came back to Wellington on Sunday, uni on Monday, and then just kind of back into the swing of things. I was pretty sore. Monday, Tuesday. Probably Tuesday was the day that I was kind of sort of towards back to normal. I went on a swim that day. Wednesday, getting back to it, another rest day, and then Thursday, bike ride, and by then I was feeling pretty solid. Friday, swim, Saturday bike ride, and I would say by Saturday I was fully recovered from the effort. My legs were feeling not so stiff. Well, they weren't feeling stiff at all. And yeah, I was feeling recovered from the effort. I had a bit of a tumble in transition, so I've got some scrapes, some bruises, some marks which are still healing, but they don't feel sore. Yeah, so the recovery actually didn't take too long. I was taking it obviously very easy, but yeah, it's a week later now and I feel good. Feel ready to go. I am going to get back into training tomorrow. 2 weeks of structure, base building, everything's going to be easy. Basically prepping the body, prepping the legs for some higher run volume than what I've been doing for the past year, but especially for the past 12 weeks I really haven't been focused on the run. But now I am, because I'm running a marathon in 2 months, less than 3 hours at least. Maybe less than 2 hours and 50 minutes, maybe less than 2 hours and 40 minutes. I don't really know. I don't really know where the fitness is at for a marathon, but yeah, sub 3 is the official goal. I think I'm going to do that quite comfortably. 250 I think is probably around where I'm looking at the moment. I think 240 would be pretty insane. I think 250 is, yeah, that's 4-minute Ks. I think I can do that for 42 Ks. Yeah, so that's kind of the next big event. I've got one trail race in the lead up to that. I'd like to win it. It's the first time this event's been held, so who knows what the competition's going to be like, but I'm doing just an 11K, so yeah, it'll be good to get back on the trails racing. So that's kind of the shorter term. Then yeah, more trail races towards the middle of the year. W2K is the big one of that. Here in Wellington, 21 kilometers, 1,000 meters of vert. I want to win that. Well, I want to win everything actually, but yeah, that's kind of the 70.3, the marathon, and W2K. Those are my A goals for the year. But yeah, after finishing the 70.3, I had the goal for, well, the last 9 months of qualifying for the Ironman 70.3 World Championships, which has been held here in New Zealand, in Taupo, in December this year. I didn't do that. I didn't even come very close to doing that, unfortunately. So I need a new goal. I need something to look towards longer term, after kind of, yeah, the marathon and W2K and all those things. I'm looking for something, a big goal, something that's going to really motivate me, like the goal of 70.3 Worlds did. So I kind of thought, well, maybe I'd try for another 70.3, maybe try and go to 70.3 Worlds next year, which is in Spain, and that would be awesome. Not sure if it's on the cards, whether I try and qualify for Spain, I don't know, but I think being there at the race last weekend, the whole vibe of it, seeing kind of what a special event it is, because that was Ironman New Zealand and they had a 70.3 race there as well, but that was Ironman New Zealand. That was what that event was, and I think there's no time like now to do something pretty big, so I think I'm going to do an Ironman next year at Ironman New Zealand, 1st of March 2025. And when I say I think, I mean I know, and I'm going to put everything into it. That's the goal. That's the big goal. My goal is going to be sub 10 hours. And looking at my age group, 18 to 24, pretty much every year, I've looked at the last kind of sort of 7-8 years, pretty much every year one person goes sub 10 in my age group, maybe 2 people, and it's always, 950 something. It's never, there was one year it was like somebody went pretty close to sub 9, and I think one other person went sub 10, again in like 950 something, but every other year it's been one person, 950-ish, everybody else 10 hours or more. So if I could go sub 10, then that's going to put me, near the top, maybe win my age group, and that would give me a slot to the Ironman World Championships in Nice, France in 2025. So that's my goal. Yeah, I got a year. I got a lot of work to do. I think in my head that kind of breaks down to be a 1 hour swim, which is basically just the same speed that I did, but for twice as long. To me, I think I could do that tomorrow, to be honest. That doesn't seem crazy. I think just all the swim training that I do between now and then will be so that I really come out of the water feeling fresh, feeling like I didn't even do anything. I just got wet. And then the bike, which is where I struggle. So 180 kilometers, twice as far as I've obviously done at the weekend, which I did in pretty much 3 hours exactly. I think 5:30 is definitely achievable. That's, I think, 30, I don't know what that is in kilometers per hour, 30, 32, 33, something like that. Yeah, I definitely think that's achievable. It's going to be a big year of bike training. That's going to be obviously my focus because it's so clearly my weakness. I think maybe right now I don't feel like I belong on the bike. Even though I've done so much training on it, it's still, I'm not super familiar with it really, compared to what I am with the swim and the run. I just feel so confident in my abilities in those two disciplines. So yeah, I'm going to get really good at cycling in the next year. And the run, I think a 3-hour marathon. I want to do, yeah, like I say, 250 in a couple months, and then 10 months later with 10 months of great training under my belt. Hopefully, I think 3 hours, it will definitely be achievable off the back of, you know, a very hard bike ride and the swim as well. That's the plan. That's the plan, and I think it's a pretty good plan. I did 5:11 at the weekend, so in a year's time to be able to go basically the same speed, obviously for twice as long, but seems achievable to me. First Ironman, 1st of March, 2025. Ironman New Zealand. Should be good. Oh, I'm zoomed in.